let's talk about this year. Hello everybody, Minsimotes here, and welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and man, it's so good to be back into making videos again. I know I've been doing a lot of live streams recently, but that's going to be changing. I'm going to be putting that on somewhere else. So you're going to see a lot more videos coming out, but that's for another video. That's for next year. This year. Today, we're going to be talking about 2020. But not just everything that's happened in 2020. Today's video is going to be the art that I've done over 2020. And part 2 is going to be how my channel has grown, how I've grown over 20. So just next video will be a more general topic. And that'll be coming out Wednesday. This will be coming out Friday. So you should expect it in the next couple days. That one's going to be probably a lot bigger than this one, because that's going to fully encompass everything. This is just going to be a piece of it. But I felt that it deserved its own video because I've really changed a lot, as well as my art has changed a lot, and you can kind of see that growth as we go along. So let's get started. Oh, and just a little heads up, there are some drawings that are in my sketchbook that I decided not to show, and obviously that's because a couple of them were my face, you know, some people close to me, and I didn't really want to show them. So I hope that's okay. I mean, really it's my video, so I can show what I want, but just letting you know, there are a handful of drawings that aren't in this video because they're kind of personal. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Let's get on. Alright, let's just sit down in our chair. We've got our pen ready. Let's start going over the art I've done this year. Alright, so, January. What did I do in January? Well, not a lot. Are going to be just practices that we've done, faces in our class. There was a face diagram, we had some eyes and noses, and then the mouths, and then that little hand that you see right next to the bottom mouth, that was actually drawn by my friend, because I saw the mouth, and we were looking at memes at the time, and I'm like, can you draw the hand? And he's like, sure. So we drew the hand, and that was fun. Then after that, still some more hair practices with different stuff, like trying things out. And then we get into the sketches. So we got this weird sketch that I don't even know what I was trying to do. We have this pickaxe, and you start to see, this is around the time when I was trying to create a channel banner for myself, like some art that I could put like as my channel banner, because that's one of the things I wanted to do. So let's go over to February. What did I do in February? Well, already you can tell it's going to be different. We have a drawing of a phone with the hand. I can't remember what it's called. I'll probably put like a little edit of it somewhere in the video. But I started off with that. Then we have this weird drawing of some cursed Mario with a hand with a thumb that's way too far apart. You should take notes, kids. This is what you should not be doing. Then we just have some overall just cursed drawings. I was really into just lines and just whatever this mess is. And it was great. It's so cursedly beautiful. It's like, you look at it and you're like, what was going on? And I don't know. I was just drawing and having the time of my life. After that, we got this weird cat that's made only out of straight lines. We have some stuff for my art class, which was, you know, a cat reading a book at a drawing. We got some, you know, images of things to put on discs. I think we were like scratching out discs and then filling it with ink to get like a print of it. And that's February. Alright, next up we have March. Now to start it off, I don't actually know what this is. I have absolutely no idea what in the world this drawing is supposed to be. And right next to it, I don't think it's any better. It's a kawaii banana with a bunch of smiley faces and ooh-woos and oh-woos, and I was here drawn on it. This is just chaotic energy right here. And next up, I actually forgot I did this. This was a drawing. No, sorry, this was a comic I did. All the way back from right before quarantine. Because for us, quarantine started, in my area, quarantine started right after our spring break, which was about March 14th to like the 19th, I think. I'm fairly proud of it. Let's see, that's just a blank page, and that's really everything from March. March didn't have a lot of stuff. It was very quiet, and to be fair, that was the month that we went into quarantine. Alrighty, let's head over to April. Alright, a little post-editing magic here. I forgot to add one of my drawings in at April. My first drawing ever in Coley's server was this one. That was done on the 11th, and it was my first drawing and kind of first introduction into, you know, Kobe's channel, his server, the whole community, everything. This is what started it. This was the first stream that I was on, and he was like, if you want to make fan art, send it here on Twitter. And I'm like, oh, hey, I got a Twitter, I can send it in. And I remember being so excited when he saw this, because I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna like it, it's gonna hate it, is it bad, is it good? And everyone on the stream loved it. They were really impressed by it. And this one really made my day. I can't even tell you how much this improved my life. And yeah. So back to the video. Now April starts off with a art project I did for my art class, which was to draw something and like add shading and stuff to it, and I decided to do my closet. I was really proud of this. After that, we have my first time attempting to draw female anatomy. Whoo boy. I was so happy that this actually came out and looked like a human. Man, you don't even know. Like, now I'm looking at it and I'm like, there are so many things I could fix. But I'm still fairly proud of this. The next one is just a pair of bars. I don't actually know what it's supposed to be, or if it's even a pair of bars. It's just all I can think that it is. And last but not least, another drawing for my art class, which was to draw something from our room from a certain perspective, I believe. And so I decided to draw my microphone. Alright, let's get into May. Now this should be the month where things start changing. Because in May, especially near the end of May, I'm not sure how the beginning of May is, but especially near the end of May, I start getting into the Mafia AU and the ideas for that, so things are gonna skyrocket at the end of May. So to start off, we have this drawing, which was my first. I don't actually know what this was. I had enough motivation to finish it, but I don't actually know what I was trying to draw. Let's see, past that, we have some more early sketches of me. I really enjoy long coats, so that's what I was kind of going there. You can kind of see I was still using a weird sort of stick figure method. Right here is, I believe, the second fan art for Coley server that I did. This was a reference to a stream that happened on Kobe's server, that happened on Kobe's channel, where I think it was the first or second stream I ever joined on his channel. People started shipping him with his couch. Take with that what you will. It's very cursed and appears to have died down for at least a few weeks now, maybe a month. Which, now that I'm talking about it, it's gonna spur it all up over again. You know, this thing never dies. Besides that, next we have the gun spoon knife. this was another thing that happened in Kobe server, right? Where I don't remember how this happened, but it was like we somehow came up with the thing of talking about combining a gun, a spoon, and a knife, and it's very weird. I don't understand it. After that, we have another no dated, and I guess I didn't date a lot of things here. And that was just me attempting a drawing. After that, yeah, we got some more sketches of me. You know, I looked up some, you know, trench coats and stuff. That's how you see those designs are, and I'm actually starting to kind of get a design. Then we just have a circle with the words "no clue." So I was obviously trying to write something here, and it didn't work out. Next up is this, which actually I'll have to show. So first I'll show you the picture without the square inside, and now I'll show you the picture with the square inside. Make a little more sense now? Yeah. What this was we had to pick something and then kind of like draw off of it. So like if it was a picture, like continue the picture or something. I don't know what this project was, but I just know that this was the coaster that I used, because you can see like the fence lines go down, the flowers, I completed them kind of. Just this "don't ask" in the corner. So here we have another sketch of me, because I'm still trying to go for the trench coat. Man, I changed so differently from this. Like here I have a trench coat, and now I'm a half cat, half human anthro with a hoodie and some black sweatpants. Man, there's some black leggings. Like, it is so crazy how much I've changed since then. But it really shows you like how much growth has been happening. So this was an early sketch, and then oh man, you see the date at the top? It's the 23rd of May. You know what that means. Technically the anniversary is the 22nd, but I joined on the 23rd. So May 23rd was the day I found out about the Modfia, the whole thing. This is where it comes, boys. The first drawing of Kitten. Man, I was so happy about this drawing. And like, even now, I am so proud of this, because this was really, once I heard about the Mafia and saw the big drawing that Coley did of everybody, and just was like, I want to join that. I joined it and was like, you know what? People can't, I can't really be a big part of this if people can't draw me. And obviously, and I had wanted a persona for months. I wanted an OC for a while now, because I wanted people to be able to draw me so that, you know, it wasn't just me sitting there in this group in like a server full of artists. And it's like, you know, it's fun to join things, it's fun to be a part of things, and if you can't represent yourself in some way, then you can kind of start to feel left out, or like you're not doing enough, like because you can't, not because you can, but just, it's a whole thing. And so I wanted to have cat ears, but I didn't know how I was gonna do that yet. So I put a hat, slapped some cat ears on, bam, Kitten. That way, if the hat has cat ears, wow, then it's even more of the kitten. Next up, we have Kitten, but with a gauntlet. A couple of these are going to be just Kitten, but in different things. So it was like, oh, Kitten, but gauntlet, someone suggested. I was like, oh, well, why not? And so, bam. Then we have Baby Kitten. Oh, there's a very cursed version on here that I forgot about. Oh no. I don't like that. But this one is adorable. I like this one. I like Baby Kitten. Then we have Kitten Tail, because it was like Undertale, but a kitten with sands. And we made it to the end of May. Surprisingly, we actually got through everything. Alright, let's talk about June. This should be fun. Alright, first up, we have Mulk or Gazelle's character, which is the first and I think only time I've ever drawn them. Next, we have whatever this is. It's just a bunch of lines. Then we come to my first art video, which is Kitten on the couch, sleeping, passed out. They are dead tired. This one was a lot of fun. I don't know why I made the couch green. I think I just was like, I need to make the couch some color. Hey, green works! And so I made it green. This is the first drawing that has color in it. Then we have new OC shift. Suddenly, I'm a lot more refined. One of my close friends, Alice, and I, quote unquote, got married. And so, this was our quote unquote wedding day, And so I wanted to draw me in a wedding dress. And I even have some flowers right there. I was really proud of this drawing. Next up, we have lo-fi vibes. I'm a big fan of listening to lo-fi. It's really calming and comforting for me. That's me drawing me. That's me listening to music, drawing me listening to music. Next up, we have whatever this is. This, as far as I can tell, this might be the first time I tried to draw Alice. I can see the horns up the top, and whatever this was, I don't know what this is. This is terrifying. Alright, these two drawings next, together. This was me, tackle hugging Alice. Which was weird, because this crossed, all different kinds of dimensions. Up next, we got some more tests for my channel banner. I still plan on some point making a channel banner, but not right now. That is something I hope to do next year, but I won't hold myself to that because I'm still trying things out right now. And then we get to a song I was listening to, which was called Gravity by Skybreak, I believe. I'll have to check that. I'll put it in the video. Editor, you know what to do, right? Alright. Thank you very much. But I really liked this. This was a lot of fun, especially drawing horizontal like that. I had never done that before. Next up, we got Need a Pickup. This was one of my art videos. I enjoyed making this. See, now you can start to see my persona coming together. You got the color scheme. Funny. It's really funny when you turn it sideways, because then it looks like, Alice pointed that out. I didn't even think about that, but it looks very interesting when you turn it sideways, which was not at all what I was trying to do. This one I loved. I loved doing this drawing. I still adore this drawing. This was me as Michael Jackson. I don't remember what prompted this, but someone brought up Michael Jackson. I'm like, what if I draw me as Michael Jackson? Alright, we are now in July. We have Coley, which was a monthly art challenge for Kobe's server. Then we have the wedding between me and Alex, one of my friends. This drawing is not original. What happened was, we did the quote-unquote wedding between me and Alex on a whiteboard, and Alex drew this. What I did was I used that as a reference and kind of looked at it and tried to draw it for myself. It didn't come out the greatest, but I really wanted to try, and I think I tried pretty well for this. I was really happy with how this came out, because now I have my own copy of what Alex drew. Next up we have whatever this is. I don't like it. We're moving on. Then we have a whatever this is. Then we have whatever this is. This is, one of Coley's OC was a demon named Celia. And I really, really like Celia. I really like her design and the colors that were used and just how she was drawn in general. And so I drew her myself. Credit to the people that I'm mentioning, I couldn't have done this without them, and some of these others. A half and half between Kobe's character in the Mafia and my character in the Mafia. Then we just have some more sketches, some poses that I did for Kitten. We have a drawing I did for the ending of a Minecraft server. So this was me and two of my friends. This was based off a photo. There's the photo. And this was taken by my friend, but we were the last 3 people on the server. Like, we literally stayed on it until the server closed, you know, for good. Obviously, we still have the world download somewhere, but that was the last time it was up, and now we're on a new season of it. This was a really fun season of the server to be on. We did so much, and well, there were things that we could improve on, and things that we could even do better in this season. This was the final moment, and really showed us how much a Minecraft server could mean to us. Alright, we're finally moving into July. We have school started. School has started at the end of August. So I didn't do much drawing during August, but the couple ones that I did were mostly for school. So like this one, a portrait that I have up above my bed, like at the head of my bed on the wall. That's what this is. And so we were supposed to do a continuous line drawing for my art class, and I decided to do that, so that's why everything looks connected, because it is. Then we have a continuous line drawing, but we had to do something a little bit bigger. Then we have a drawing of a hand I did, because I wanted to draw some hands. And that's really it. August was a pretty small month, actually. Moving into September. Wow, we're already starting off with a cat ear human test, because I wanted to know how to draw cat ears. Next up, we have conglomerations of different items. So we got like a hand made out of broken pencils, bows made out of rubber ducks, things made out of microphones, erasers, rubber bands, rulers, picture frames, you know, all the good stuff. Next up, we have my updated drawing of Coley and Kitten. Then we have my conglomeration drawing, which took so much pencil, man. Like, you can even see it's kind of like wiping off on the other page. So these two go together. We have some thumbnail sketches of what I wanted it to look like, and what the actual drawing came out like, which was everything was made out of microphones. Next up, we have me and my art drawing Subject C. I know Coley and Kitten was an art drawing video, but Subject C was my persona being taken over by this weird purple stuff that was like kind of taking over my body. You can kind of see taking over the chain that was holding my arm. The purple stuff actually came from an idea that I got from Voice's character. Another friend of mine who had this kind of like purple stuff, like this purple tar on her arm. I was like, you know, that'd be kind of cool. And so I tried to do my own representation of that, which is where this purple goo was on me, and it's kind of, you know, taking over, it's like dripping down in certain places, you know, kind of warping my form instead of just being over it like on hers. Next up, we got some figure drawing practices. This one, I loved this guy. This guy I was so proud of, because this actually looks decent. It, like, you can see where his arms are, where his jacket is. Everything just fits. It fits really well. Then we have fan art that I did for Kobe, where essentially I took a picture of him that only had his top half. You can kind of see the line right at his shirt, where his shirt ends, and above is what I had to go off of. So that was the part of the picture I had. Everything underneath the shirt line and below, or the pants, like the bottom of his jacket and his hand, I had to make up. And that was a lot of fun to do. Then we have my Among Us drawing, which I did for an art video. I had us doing this, you know, rotate thingy around the circle. The circle was so annoying. Man, the circle was probably one of the most difficult parts. The designs on this were completely my own. I had just a lot of fun doing it. Alright, we're getting close there. We're almost done. Let's get on to October. We just have some more sketches for my art class, which was I want to say we were doing surrealism. Then we have the completed surreal drawing, which was this person, just his hands are pencil, and so writing stuff down. His head is their head is I want to say a dry erase marker. Next up, we have this unfinished drawing from the Minecraft server, but the world was not the correct world. It was some random world that was corrupted, and so what we saw was this mountain literally cut in half. So the three of us that visited it, you can see us in the middle, and you can kind of see like these pockets of andesite, diorite, granite, you know, the ores, the lava, kind of all cut in half. It was very weird, and I think you kind of get that with this drawing. I didn't complete it, but maybe I will in the future. Maybe I will. After that, we have our next surreal drawing. So I'm pretty sure that earlier one was a practice to kind of like get started, and this one was our actual official one. So you kind of see my thumbnail sketches. You can kind of see all the tests I did with the, you know, figuring out what I wanted to do for the color schemes. And then we have the official completed drawing. It didn't turn out exactly how I wanted, but this took a lot of work. And I was really, really proud of this once I finished it, because it took like a week or two to finish. Alright, now into November. Next up we have just some more character designs. This one was supposed to be a main outfit, but I never really finished it. We're gonna see a comeback of that at some point. Let me tell you that. You'll see that at some point. Next up, we have Alex 2020, which was the KH... What was it? The KH The Election Art Challenge, where Kobe, Coley, Gecko, and I all ran for being president of Kobe's server for a month. That was the thing. And we all drew our own campaign posters, and this was mine. So you can kind of see the KH in the back with the Discord logo, you know, me in kind of a more formal outfit, you know, pants, the button-up shirt, kind of like black jacket. My ears, you can see my cat ears have improved a little bit. I've kind of gone away from the pure blonde and going into a more little like dirty blonde, which is what I wanted to go for. Then we have Lex 2020 at the bottom. Then we have some more sketches for another thing for my art class. We have some more sketches where we had to use 2 words and make a drawing out of it. So my 2 words are rock and nails, so you can kind of see my different sketches. Then we have a bunch of different color testing designs, or color tests, trying to figure out what colors I wanted to use. And then we got this. And if I keep looking here, there is just a little bit more to do. There's just a little bit more to show. So we have some more sketches, some testing designs, and we have another thing for my art class, which was just planning things. Things that I liked, and so here was a bunch of stuff that I liked. And finally, after all this time, we have made it to December. This should hopefully be pretty short. We're getting near the end of the book. But we got some sketches for the overall design. Then we have the completed drawing, which is my persona over different periods of time in my life. So we have last summer, we have the Mafia, we have this summer, and we have currently. Or the last two are current, but different ways of representing me. Beyond that, we have Alex's happy birthday, and some designs and some test designs for an upcoming thing that I'm going to talk about next year, which I'm really hoping will be exciting for you. So those were just some test designs of character. And then if we go into my second sketchbook, because yeah, we finished sketchbooks. We have some designs of Ollie. The previous one was Vulcan's character. We have Coley. We have a test design for a Secret Santa I just did. And then a completed Secret Santa right here. And that's everything. That is all of it done. That is how much my art has changed since January to now. And this is crazy. Like, I can't even begin to describe how much I've enjoyed this journey and just seeing myself improve, because for as much as I don't like giving myself credit and really just giving myself praise at all, I'm really proud of how much I've improved. Obviously, there's still so much I can improve on, so much more I can do. I'm finding my way, I'm finding my style. I'm really liking this growth that I'm doing, and just being able to do more because I know more. So this stuff I will add on at the end of next video, where I'll show you my final thoughts, showing kind of how I've changed, plans for next year, predictions, anything to look forward to, my goodbyes. You'll see page 14 later. I won't show it today. But overall, I hope you enjoyed coming along this journey with me, and I'll see you in a couple days when we go to part 2 of this video, where I won't be discussing my art, but I'll be discussing my channel growth, how I've grown, the things that I've done this year, and I hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.